Hello, everyone. We are back.
You're so toxic.
As you noticed, we are wearing the same thing as we did the last video last week, just because we're going to film it today, I guess. Okay, what is the one thing you hate about friendships sometimes? Without calling people out, dog. Hey, what is one thing you hate about relationships?
That's so hard to think about.
Just say toxic people. Oh my goodness. And
Hey,
we're getting a phone call.
hey, yo, we on Matt call. Come through. Okay, why are you calling me, but then you're talking to someone else? That's one thing I hate. Yeah, one thing I hate about people is if they're toxic. Oh, negative vibes, negative energy. Don't want that. We all about positivity 2020.
Anyways, we're gonna be going around UFC asking some random people about how they deal with toxic people within their lives and any tips and tricks to deal with them in case you are dealing with a toxic person in your life. So let's check it out. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yo, what's your name, man?
JK.
My name's Michelle.
Jerome Timble.
I'm Chantel Fabelina.
I really like your name.
Thanks so much.
What year are you in?
I am year 4 at this university.
Second year at UFC.
Okay, I know. Okay, JK is not actually a student. What are you, JK?
A missionary. Yeah, I lead a lot of faith studies. I help students understand the fullness of the Catholic faith, who Jesus is. For students that understand that, I help them grow in their holiness and mission. And kind of an extra layer is also helping students know how to share it with others.
What are you studying?
I'm studying sociology and transferring into forensic science in about a year.
Ooh, so Miss Sociologists.
Biosci.
I'm in psychology.
They're smart.
Would you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert?
No, I'm extroverted.
I was gonna say, you are not introverted, bro.
Clearly extroverted.
An ambivert. So that's both. Anyways.
Well, I guess I'm both too then. Whatever that is.
Copying me.
Then I guess I'm.
Introvert.
Oh, she's extroverted.
Shy.
No, I feel like I'm both, but if you say I can't be both.
This is toxic right here. And will you be my friend?
I've been your friend. I hope I was your friend beforehand.
Sure.
Yeah, I think I am already.
Are we not already?
I just want confirmation.
Yeah, I want to affirm you that we are friends.
Thank you. Words of affirmation.
Yeah, not my love language.
Oh, it's mine though. Okay, how would you describe a toxic person?
A toxic person is a person that lacks communication and or does not want to give in both sides of the situation. So for example, let me say that I'm trying to communicate to one person and they lack the skills to actually communicate to the other way, as in listening and actively talking their feelings out. I would think that would be a toxic person because they wouldn't want to extrapolate on why they're wrong and or why the other person is wrong.
Yeah, so when we talk about people, it's a human being, it's a creation of God. So I guess more so the element of toxic. I kind of just get I think of Pokemon, of that there's a Pokemon that squirts ink.
What?
Basically
Tentacool?
maybe, but basically they're dirty in your life. You are you're a cool human being, you're cool, you're dope, and toxic people are kind of what make you feel dirty, or they don't actually allow you to live to be the person that you want to be, essentially.
Okay, word of the day.
I think a toxic person is someone who takes advantage of you. I don't know, doesn't really care.
Doesn't care about your feelings. That's all I got. I ain't gonna lie. Next question.
No, I feel like your answer is really bad.
I don't really know any toxic people, I don't think. So I haven't been in that situation before.
I guess. Same.
Bruh, you said same for 8 things.
No, I literally said, oh, a toxic person doesn't care about your emotions. You're like, yeah.
This is a toxic relationship. Have you ever experienced toxic people in your life?
Yes. I don't know who hasn't. Have y'all been to high school? It's toxic as hell.
Yeah,
Did you like it?
I did at the time. I think a big part is for toxic people, you don't actually know that they're toxic in your life until like a certain period of time. So actually, like in my first year of university, I surrounded myself with like with toxic people, and so it actually like made me confused as to who I was, like who I wanted to be, and the life that I wanted to live.
I feel like, yeah. Do you have to name them? I don't want to.
I can name them.
You said that you haven't been in a toxic.
Thinking about it right now, I'm currently in 4 toxic relationships with my friends because none of them want to hang out anymore. 2 of them got girlfriends. One of them's super busy working. So, you know who I'm talking about? Jared, Owen, JVL. I just want to get bubble mania. You know how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have anything else to say.
Just name them.
Actually, I changed my answer. I say no. I say no.
If someone close to you became what you call a toxic person, how would you approach them?
Talk with them first, figure out what their side is, and then like figure out what your side is too. Like sometimes you're just listening and you're not actually giving your side. You know what I mean? So like figure it out with both people actively listening to each other, you know? But then if one person doesn't want to listen to you, that's their choice. Meaning they're not giving you the time to actually understand what the situation's going, like how the situation is going to be handled. So if they choose not to listen, cut them off. Like, what am I going to do with that?
Oh, I think it would depend on like on your relationship with them. Like if we've been friends for like a super long time and like we vibe, I know like your history, you know my history, like I know where you come from, and all of a sudden you're becoming toxic. Yeah, if we have that relationship, like I'm down to like call it out. So just be like, seek to understand as to, like, where is this coming from? Like, why is it happening? If we don't necessarily have that relationship, then I mean, in a sense, if I cut you off, it's not really a loss to me. I mean, like, I think it just really depends on your relationship with the person.
Once it gets like super toxic and those people just don't want to listen to you anymore, and or they claim they're listening to you, cut that off, dog. There's so many people here. Like even just in this general location, university, there's so many open ass people out there. Just drop that person. What are you gonna do with another person that's actually gonna bring you down? Nothing.
Only way you can go is up. What you mean? It's 2020 positivity.
So I would first try to talk to them and see if they want to talk back and like reach out. But if they don't, then I'm probably just gonna leave it and then see where life goes, you know.
Yeah, I say the same thing. Like I feel like you should try to like talk it out. If not, then it's not meant to be.
Ooh, is it always gonna be that easy though? To talk to them, especially if it's like someone toxic. Like
How toxic is toxic?
The moment you feel like you feel attacked, like personally, and you feel kind of offended half the time, and you can't fully be yourself, that's when it starts becoming toxic.
Probably isn't that easy. Because I feel like it's not toxic from the beginning.
It's hard to talk to them because it's like you see them differently, so it's like definitely not easy to talk to them.
And sometimes maybe they don't realize that they're being toxic. You know what I mean?
Now, Growth Spurt is all about like helping the community grow, like emotionally, physically, like mentally. Now, do you have any last-minute advice or tips that you can tell the audience on how to deal with a toxic person, or like if something's happening, like how to handle the situation and such?
I would ask you to actually go and confront your feelings yourself. Like confront the actual person. Don't go like to other people and be like, oh, I heard this or I heard that from like different sources, because it's just gonna get messier from there. The more mess you have, the harder it is for you to clean that bitch up. So you gotta go to the source, you know? And just cut it off if you need to, or like talk it out. Like if that person is your friend, they're gonna put the time and effort to like fix it. If not, toxic people have to leave because it's just damaging your mental health more than it's actually like helping them to realize what and who they are, you know?
Again, I think for someone to be toxic in your life, it means like they're kind of like they're not making you the person that you're designed to be, or the person that you want to be. And I think first and foremost, you have to actually know like who you are. Like you need to know like, okay, like this is me, like this is what I like to do, this is the stuff that I like to watch, like these are my hobbies. And if someone enters your life and causes you to change some of those things or not behave in the way that you normally did, then I think you need to like take a step back, evaluate, and be like, is this person actually someone that is going to raise me up and help me in my life and stay the person that I want to be? Or actually like take a step back and be like, they're actually making me dirty, they're making me do things and say things that I wouldn't normally do. And yeah, and if that's the case, then I think it's your own prerogative to figure out, okay, what are the next steps? Do I cut them out? Do I address the situation? It's kind of like, it can go in so many different directions, but just be rooted in who you are, and don't let anyone change that, whether it be a toxic person, whether it be like your best friend who's become toxic. Just keep doing you and be you.
I think that if things get really bad, that you should just like let it go, and then just like let life take on whatever, you know? Like, it's not like the end of the world if you lose one friend, I think.
I guess it's better to know. Different. I guess it's just better to like not have someone toxic in your life. So if it really gets bad, I guess cut it off. Yeah.
So you agree?
Okay.
So do you still want to be friends?
Yo, what's up?
The ceiling.
How was that?
It was, oh my god, I love everyone's answers. They're very genuine, and I love how we had like a little bit of a comic relief from like.
Freaking Chantel and Jerome, so hectic, and they're right there too. They're right there. They're right there. What's one thing that you remember the most out of this entire thing? Freaking sponsored by Hortons.
I like how, cause okay, for some people, or no, I like JK's explanation of what toxic is, because it's different from like how people would be, especially since like he's a missionary. It's like a different kind of point of view, and like just the way that like he explained it, like, oh, these are like dirty people like in your life, and I was just like, kind of.
Yeah, JK's was definitely a whole different perspective in comparison to everyone else, especially compared to Michelle's video portion, where it's like, if they're toxic, yo, just straight up like donezo. Like, you don't gotta deal with that. And I also like what Jerome said. It was like, dude, you're just losing one friend. Is that really gonna like affect you? I don't know how to react when it came to him calling out his friends, like actually calling his names.
I got so scared because I was like, well, I mean, no, but here's the thing. Remember what JK said, like, depends on what your relationship with that person is. So if you've been like really close with them, like,
True.
you can easily call them out, right? Because there's like no judgment, as you're there to like call each other out and like make sure you guys are like okay, you know what I mean?
Facts. Disclaimer though, we're not responsible for any friendships that like are broken after this video. But yeah, anyways, you want to tell the audience where to follow us?
Okay, follow us on Instagram. It's called We Are Growth Spurt. And we have a Facebook page. Is it called We Are Growth Spurt too? Yeah.
Growth Spurt Productions. No one really knows about it, but check it out. That's why.
It's Facebook. Actually, just like check the links down below. It'll be there. Yeah.
Like, comment, subscribe. Oh, if you got any questions or anything like that, where can they submit it?
Down below. Link.tree.
Is it anonymous?
It is very anonymous. We don't know who you are. We just get your questions. We just get your questions, and then we basically base it off of that, what kind of videos we'll put up next.
And if you think we don't use them, that's wrong, because this video was based off of a suggestion as well. So shout out to whoever sent that. Thank you. Anyways, we're going to go. You want to say goodbye?